Good evening, everyone. Welcome to Banao Bharat's Trading for Living Thursday Expiry Live Session. 17th of August, markets have closed, and what a pot boiler expiry we had. Very clearly, the week began on a very weak note on Friday itself. There was a very clear downward movement last Friday, and market participants were well aware of Tuesday being a holiday and this expiry being a very short expiry of 4 days. So what started off as a downward movement on Friday, in fact, went into a on Monday morning, and that too gap down at exactly the support levels for the bulls. 19,300, the most watched level by all markets on Monday morning itself. In fact, in a short week, that was what bulls also wanted. Without wasting much time, bulls straight away started buying aggressively at those support levels, and you could see by the session Nifty had scaled back. Okay, so the global markets are not supporting. We saw Dow Jones as well as Nasdaq future price action. That being the case, today there was a very clear attempt by the sellers in the market to push the index below 19,300, but that was not to be. On the whole, bulls didn't win much, but then bears have definitely lost their game. Nifty closes the expiry session at 19,345 above the support levels, having created a new data point at 19,257 on the spot and 19,316 on the futures. Same with Bank Nifty. Bank Nifty in fact had to take the stop loss on Monday morning itself. This is the chart of Bank Nifty for the month of August. We have been playing the support levels of August for both Nifty and Bank Nifty for the past few days, and Bank Nifty's August low happened to be at 44,487, but then on Friday itself we had seen Bank Nifty touching the August lows of 44,487, and it had just closed around those levels. There was some hope, like from Monday onwards there will be some upward movement, but the gap down on Monday across the board triggered the bull. Bank Nifty is clearly on the weaker side, and Nifty has survived once again the important support levels. That is how the expiry has panned out, and on the intraday basis also there was some positive bias in spite of Nifty closing almost 100 points on the lower side. So that was how the expiry session happened today. The coming week is going to be more interesting because we now have new data points to trade with for both Nifty as well as Bank Nifty. Now the new data point for Nifty is once again a support point, but when it comes to the Bank Nifty's new data point at 43,818 is actually a selling data point and not the buying data point. So we need to see how both Nifty and Bank Nifty will pan out in the coming days. Let us see how to start our trading program for the coming expiry session, especially on the positional side. On the intraday, we take it each day as it comes, so there is not much of a worry when it comes to the intraday trades, but then positional trades we need to position it well, otherwise we will have to end up paying big price, and there will be deep cut in our capital if we don't trade or if we don't position ourselves well. Like how we saw this week on a Monday morning, we had a almost 1% gap down, which is a big cut for the index. any such gap downs or any such negative movement or the movement against our positions, then we will start bleeding exceedingly deeply. So that being the case, it is important on Friday how we position ourselves. If the direction or the trend is not clear, if the data points are not giving you any clear indications, then it is better to sit out on Friday and take a revised view of the markets on the whole on Monday and trade for the coming expiry, that is on Thursday. So the coming expiry will be the fourth expiry of this month. We have seen already 3 expiries with good movement and good data points, and on the whole for last 3 expiries bulls have somehow defended their levels, and in spite of having seen a very clear downward trajectory from the peak of July's high of 19,980 till 19,257 on the spot, there is a clear downward trajectory. But having said that, at each stage it was the bulls who have survived the onslaught, and they have taken or not let the bears completely reverse this ongoing bull market which started from March. Well, having said that, let us see how tomorrow pans out. Have a nice day. Let us once again meet tomorrow morning with a fresh perspective on the market. Until then, Om Swasti.